Since 1992, and sat out there and watched people get this award or their descendants, and never, ever imagined that I would be standing here, certainly not now. And as I thought kind of back about the years that I've worked in journalism, it became really clear to me that a lot of things that I've been able to do are the result of the fact that I've worked almost the entire time I've been a journalist in independent media. There's something special about working at an independent paper. There's a lot more flexibility, there's a lot more freedom. And so when I came up with crazy ideas like, I think I want to be arrested on a felony and thrown in jail so I can stay in jail as an inmate for 24 hours, nobody was there to say, wow, that might be a really stupid idea. Instead, they're like, okay, yeah, go, do it. When I wanted to drive down to Navajo land and report on the desecration by a mining company of native graves down there, nobody said, you know, what are Boulder readers going to want to know about that? That's in Arizona. Nobody stopped me from doing that. When I decided to take my article to the State House and make President Brandon Schaefer read it, nobody said, you know what, that's not really the role of a journalist, you should stay here. Instead, I've always gotten encouragement and support from the staff at the Colorado Daily and the Boulder Weekly, who have backed me up, been there for me, encouraged me all the time. And I want to ask my dear friends from the Daily and the Weekly who are here tonight to please stand up. Yeah. And trying to explain to the senators that, no, part of your prison sentence isn't being chained to your bed while you're giving birth. Jefferson Dodge in particular, I have to give a shout out to. He was holding down the fort. We're talking weeks that I was down at the Capitol trying to make this argument. And whereas at one point in my career trying to cover a prison story, I was told, forget covering women inmates, they're just not sympathetic. Readers aren't going to care about them. I think I proved that readers do care, that people do care about other human beings when you're able to articulate and make a case for why these people are human and they share this humanity with us. And it troubles me that I'm standing here tonight the day after CU's journalism program has been discontinued. It troubles me that Overland High School had its paper temporarily nixed by a principal who was uncomfortable with editorial content. I'm troubled by the fact that so many independent papers are being gobbled up, because in truth we are all keepers of this flame. We are all in this battle to try to be a voice for the voiceless, to tell the truth, to be a watchdog against government, to tell people what's going on in the world around them, and to empower them, most of all, to empower them to make a change. And so I came here tonight feeling blessed beyond words, very grateful for the support that I've gotten, and hopeful that we can all dig deep and find the inspiration that we need to keep up the good fight wherever we are, and to keep the flame of journalism alive. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.